I'm going. Clear. Taking cover. Changing weapons. Shepard! It's me! My target's down. Be right there. Stasis field ready. Watch out. Ready to help. I'll stay in cover. Good shooting. I can't get there. They're all down. Watch out, shockwave. Enjoy the ride. Next. Enemies incoming. There they are. Watch for biotics. Heavy weapons, look out. Firing. Here they come. Impressive. I'm in position. One down. Watch the Asari. Die. They're using combat drones. Neutralize the drone. Freeze. I'm on the target. Switching weapons. Warp field ready. I'll hold them. Just like old times. Stay back, Shockwave! Friendly fire! Right, they're under control. I'll stay here. Shockwave, take cover. Sorry, I can't. I'm with you. I think we're clear. Done. Singularity deployed. Charging biotics. On my way. Got them. Holding. Very precise. I'll send them flying. All quiet for now. This should slow them down. Understood. Enemy biotics on the field. I have your back. Unravel. Clear to fire. I'm on it. Shield your eyes. Watch out. Flashbangs. Okay, right. Be ready. Understood. Not possible. Got it. As you wish. I'm down. Not possible. Right. Of course. Right away. On it. As you wish. Got it. I'm on it. Can't do that. Got it. I can't. I can't. Sorry, I can't. Not possible. Can't do that. I can't now. Can't do it. Right. Got it. Understood. Can't do that. Right away. Understood. Understood. I will. I'm down. I'm on it. Wish I could. On it. Not possible. I'm hit. All right. I'm hit. Got it. I need help. Can't do it. I can't now. Can't do it. I need help.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up, this will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another. Commander! Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry. If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself. I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander. I let my professional curiosity get the better of me. Please forgive me. Let us talk about something else. Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now. Fair enough. What did you want to talk about? I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Commander, are you coming to check up on me? Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology. Of course, so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise. It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you. I do not begrudge you your suspicions. I just hope in time you will come to trust me. She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power. Maybe. She was a good person once, before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be. She was gone long before she died on Noveria. Benezia was a good person once, before she fell under Sovereign's power. Part of me blames Saren for her death. Part of me wants to blame her. And part of me just misses her. That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard. He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I know his reputation, but he was a Spectre. I think he honestly believed everything he did was for the greater good. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory? Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Yes, I suppose you're right. I should not waste sympathy on Saren, not when there are so many others who have suffered because of him. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy. Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins. Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. but I was always careful.
Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle.
As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people. I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people.
Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past.
It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia. Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepherd. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. No. When I told her, she simply said, "A daughter must rebel against her mother, Liara. It is part of the natural order." But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me.
On occasion, I have run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumbled across small bands of privateers. That probably does not seem very exciting to someone like you. I guess seeking out history's lost secrets holds a special appeal for me. I would give a century of my life to discover a beacon like the one you found on Eden Prime. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened. I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with computers and data disks. I am not very good with people. Goodbye, Shepherd. Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepherd. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung. That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. As I said, I was ignorant about your species, but I have been watching you and your crew. I feel as if I have learned a great deal. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. Unfortunately, that is how most of the galaxy sees you. I understand why they think that way, though I don't necessarily agree with them. No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepherd. There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. But you should. The Council made you a Spectre because of what they saw in you. You are special, Commander. You represent the best of what humanity can offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism. I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done. I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again.
I am sorry. I know it was wrong, but after our last conversation, I was too embarrassed to approach you directly. I was afraid I would say something stupid again.
I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepherd. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepherd.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. My interest in you, however, is strictly professional. I want to make that clear.
You intrigue me, Shepherd, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings.
Obsessed? All I did was look up some information from the extranet. I would hardly call that an obsession. I apologize if I offended you, Commander, but you had better get used to this kind of attention. You are the first human Spectre, the most visible representative of your species. The eyes of the entire galaxy are watching you. Understood, Commander. I will keep our relationship strictly professional from now on. Your instincts were not completely wrong, Commander. I did feel some attraction to you, but I felt it would be inappropriate to act on it. It is obvious that you and Lieutenant Alenko already have some type of relationship. I would not want to come between you. It is obvious you and Williams already have some type of relationship. I would not want to come between you. Your instincts were not completely wrong, Commander. I did feel some attraction to you, but I was not sure if it would be appropriate to let it grow into something more. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams. Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about? It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy. Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision. So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction? I am sorry, Commander. I was only trying to help. You'll think of something. You always do. Do not push me away. I am not the one who angers you. I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way. I apologize, Commander. I should not have mentioned it. Please, let's talk about something else. I thought so. I should never have mentioned this. Please, Commander, let's talk about something else. We Asari are monogendered, Commander. Male and female do not have any real meaning for us. We do, however, have maternal instincts, so perhaps we would fill what you consider a female role. I apologize if I have made you uncomfortable, Commander. As I said, I wouldn't want to come between you and Lieutenant Alenko. Maybe it would be best if we spoke about something else. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Lieutenant Alenko. Asari and humans are physiologically compatible in most ways, Commander. Of course, a relationship must involve more than mere physical contact. There must also be an emotional and spiritual connection between us. Our species may be different, but there are many things we could share. But as I mentioned before, I would not feel right intruding on your relationship with Chief Williams. Perhaps we should speak of something else, but none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Chief Williams. My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too? I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard. I see. I apologize if I have made you uncomfortable, Commander. It will not happen again. Please, let us just talk about something else. I apologize, Commander. I did not mean to pry. I thought there was a mutual attraction between us. Obviously, I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought. I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense. You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous. That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous. I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time. I know. I'm sorry, but I did not think it would get so... Please, let's just talk about something else. This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else. You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union. A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be
a truly life-changing event. No! Oh, no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care. Virgin does not have the same connotation in my culture as yours. But it is true that I have never done this before. I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this. I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. Eager is not the same as ready, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else. Then let us talk about you. Are you okay? I wish there was something I could do to help you. You need to be at your best, Commander. The crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden. You need to take care of yourself, Commander. The crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden. You do not have to put on a brave face for me, Commander. This crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden. I have no doubt about that. But can they carry the weight of an entire galaxy? If we don't stop Saren... No, never mind. I'm sorry, Commander. The last thing you need is someone constantly reminding you of how grim things are. Is there anything else you would rather talk about? Of course, Commander. Please, forget I even brought it up. Let's talk about something else. Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. Goodbye, Commander. Shepard, may I speak with you? I have been thinking about you too. And what we are about to face. There is never a good time, but I need to say this. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail. Please, I am not looking for comfort. Saren might already have the conduit. It is time to be completely honest with each other. These could be our last moments together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special. I would have come to you sooner, but I was afraid. A union with another species can be a life-altering event. I do not usually... I have never done this before, Shepard. Virgin does not have the same connotation in my culture as in yours. But it is true, I have never done this before. I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. I want to do this, Shepard. And this may be our last chance. I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite. I thought my people were supposed to be the cautious ones, Shepard. I want this to happen. And we may not have another chance. By the goddess. That was incredible, Shepard. Commander!
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
I had better go. Duty calls. You would not want to keep Joker waiting. Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to say... thank you. For everything. I see. You are right, of course. I apologize, Commander. I will leave you alone.
Commander, 5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay. Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
Besides, you will figure something out. You always do. Some unions are a single encounter between two willing individuals. But there are cases where an Asari and her partner choose to remain together. When that happens, we do not focus on the inevitable loss. Instead, we enjoy the time we are given. And even after a partner has passed on, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space. We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people. Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender. Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. Now you see how rumors get started. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races. Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades. Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone. You are kind to ask, Shepherd. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish. Maybe she thought allying herself with Feron would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so. None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed. No, not the Benezia I knew. But I hadn't spoken with my mother in many years. She may have changed. Commander Shepherd, I hope you are not here to check up on me. I feel a bit embarrassed about what happened earlier. You reached out to me as a friend, and I thought it was something more. The mistake was mine, but I would still like to be friends. Can we just put this whole incident behind us? I suppose I thought our relationship was more than it was. I made a fool of myself in front of you and Alenko. I suppose I thought our relationship was more than it was. I made a fool of myself in front of you and Williams, but the mistake was mine. I would still like to be friends, and I would like to put the whole incident behind us. I would appreciate that. Is there something else you wanted to ask me? The sheer size of this place is overwhelming. How could anyone live here? There are just so many people. Even in their ruins, the majesty of the Protheans is evident. Imagine what this place was like in its glory. I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets. I will be glad when we leave this frozen world behind us. The air here feels foul. Something about this world unsettles me. I never dreamed I would actually find Ilos. Cannot believe we are actually here. Saren must be stopped. We have to hurry. I am ready. Let us go. I am with you, Shepherd. She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari. Think about it, Shepherd. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring. You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity. What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepherd. Joking. Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. I'm sorry if this is awkward for you, Shepard. I am only trying to be honest. I feel as if we share some type of connection. I wasn't sure if... Are you interested in me, Shepard? Perhaps I was wrong. I wasn't sure if... Are you interested in me, Shepard? There must also be an emotional and spiritual connection. Is there something between us, Shepard? Or was I wrong? I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother. My people have an expression too. Only a child never contradicts her mother. I meant what I said before. Her actions are wrong. If you would feel safer leaving me on the Normandy, I will stay. But I would like to see her. Maybe I can persuade her to come peacefully. I understand. Please, try to reason with her. She was a good person once. Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me. This facility is well protected. It must be very important to Saren. These Solarians are some of the best trained anywhere. We will need their help. Your ability to calm the Krogan is impressive. Rex's fate was regrettable, but inevitable given the circumstances. I am worried that Rex's allegiance to you may be waning. I can only imagine what we will find in Saren's facility. Taking the facility will not be easy, but I am sure we will succeed. We will be a better team without Rex. His loyalties could not be trusted. The Krogan's demeanor is worrying. Saren may be mad, but he is not stupid. We will not get to him without a fight.
Wait, Shepard, there's more here.
They found out what Cerberus was up to. Bad news for the elusive man. To exert control over Reaper forces. Amazing.
That security upgrade made a lot of people unhappy. The next wave looks like a big one, but now there'll be fewer left to deal with inside. Shepard, try firing at the capacitors. There's nothing below but maintenance equipment. We have to find an entrance near the back shielding. They must think we're debris from the storm. At least the view is nice. This lightning rod is on a rail. Do you see a switch? Look out! More on the way! Their attacks are disorganized. They'd be more effective if they all attacked at once. Navigating this storm is brutal. If the ship's engines stop, even for a moment, motion dampeners. I bet you can't even hear the storm from inside the ship. No time to talk. I'm sure it won't be much longer. Here come more of them. I think we can guess. At least the Shadow Broker would go down with us. There! That hatch leads directly to the communication signals. It's hard to pinpoint in this lightning, but I'm picking up signals from a communications array near the back of the ship. His shield's deactivated! I've downloaded the ship's layout. We're headed toward the prison block. And Feron. The broker's down! We're through his shields! Shepard, try getting closer. The power to run it must be tremendous. Look at the energy flowing through those cables. The broker's threaded his information network through the entire ship. Hit him now! We've got him! His shields are down! Quick, while he's vulnerable! More of them. How many guards do the Shadow Broker have? This is it. Shield your eyes! For now, I need to do what I do. You'll have a short time to find a local server left vulnerable by that glitch, and upload the data to my system. And when I find the Shadow Broker, I hit him with a biotic field so strong that what's left of his body will fit into a coffee cup. I was on a job with a friend. The Shadow Broker's people caught us. My friend didn't escape. I just hope I can use that knowledge well, and that it can help you in the coming battles. Surprisingly, killing Saren didn't matter to them. They were intrigued by your exposure to the Prothean beacon, and your encounter with the Thorian on Pharos. If I can't narrow it down, I'll take out all 5. They're all connected to the Shadow Broker in some capacity. Nothing to lose sleep over. I'm afraid not. Nyxeris was lucky to get as much as she did. Of course, if there's anything else I can help you with, let me know. I'm leaving my own system vulnerable so that the data can be imported during that short time. Your data pointed me at logs kept by Shadow Broker agents. The logs were deleted, but it may be possible to reconstruct some of it. Thank you. I will. Even with Nyxeris dead, it could be years before I track the Shadow Broker down. But someday he'll slip up. No. You've done enough. If I find anything useful, I'll let you know. Did Cerberus ever tell you how they recovered your body? If you can find what I'm looking for, call me on a secure link. Doing anything in person will leave witnesses. The world of Intrigue isn't that different from a dig site, except that the dead bodies still smell. Don't worry, Shepard. I'm not my mother. Everything I'm doing of my own free will. For better or for worse. Let me know if you need information. I'll do what I can to help. I think she's the last Shadow Broker agent we'll need to worry about. You know where? Yes, absolutely. I can leave now. Now, I sift through all the information I can get my hands on, and find out what the Shadow Broker knew about the Collectors.
and how to kill them. I don't have the technical skill to reconstruct the data, and the Shadow Broker only refers to his agents by race and profession.
And if I hadn't, you would have been dead.
I found one interesting thing, though. One of the Shadow Broker's top agents survived our attack. It's someone called the Observer. Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on the run from me. I'm still waiting. Still hunting. The Shadow Broker can't hide forever. I'm sorry. You're right. Do what you have to do, Shepard. I'll help you however I can. Says the dead Spectre working for Cerberus. I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. It's overwhelming, but I can see the attraction, too. I've always treasured knowledge, and the Shadow Broker had more than anyone, and I need to make the Shadow Broker pay for what he did. But I knew Cerberus would use you for their own business, and I let it happen. Because I couldn't let you go. I'm sorry. If you could disable security at key points around Illium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal. No one knows who he is. Given his resources, there's speculation he may actually be a group operating under one name.
You don't know what he did. You couldn't. You were gone.
Of course. Who or what are you looking for? This should help me unlock some of the Shadow Broker's data. I'll let you know if I find anything useful. I can shed some light on why the Collectors wanted you, however. So that's why I must destroy the Shadow Broker. For what he did to my friend, and to you, and whatever he's doing with the Collectors. I can't do that on the Normandy. I wish I could. Thank you, Shepard. When you find something, call me on the radio channel we used in the old days. I can't risk handling this in person. I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of. We crossed paths not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down. With this data, I'm a step closer. We can talk freely, I think. Most Shadow Broker agents now report to me. Knowingly, or unknowingly. They were quite literally after your body. That's all I've found so far. I'll keep looking. I don't know anyone else I can trust. Hacking the security node won't get you the data. It just creates a minor glitch in the system. The others have gone to ground. Damn it, I was so close.
You asked, damn it. I didn't come begging for favors, not even when...
The Shadow Broker deals in secrets. This isn't the first time I've come up empty after finding a promising lead. But he can't hide forever. Now I gather information, peel away layers of lies, and shine light into the shadows. Taking down the Observer will tie up most of the last loose ends the Shadow Broker left behind. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is. This is a delicate operation, Shepard. If you shake down one agent, the others will go to ground, and my chance will be lost. I don't know if he's dead or being interrogated, but I need to find him. I owe him my life, but these aren't old times. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of. I gave it to them. I gave you to them, Shepard. Because they said they could rebuild you, and I'll be there.
And we all did what we had to do after that.
So, what can I do for you? I'm more than capable of handling the violence, Shepard. I need your help gathering the data. Everyone needs information, Shepard. You want to know why I don't drop everything to join you? I need to get that data. I'll talk to you later, Shepard. Please, let me know if you need my help finding anyone. It's busy. It's crazy. It would be so easy to join up with you. Like old times, I took down the target. If he was the Observer, he had no data on him. He's the most powerful and dangerous information broker in the galaxy. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents. The data you gave me was extremely helpful. It gave me a target. Thanks, Shepard. I will. Losing the Observer was a step backward. But someday the Shadow Broker will slip up. Neither is you being alive, Shepard. Information is my business now. The Shadow Broker is cautious. His agents are referred to only by their title and race. She was very talented. I imagine that had she been ordered to assassinate me, I'd never seen her coming. Few humans have been through what you have. The Collectors wanted to study you for genetic abnormalities. Because I screwed it up, Shepard. I barely escaped with my own life. And if you need information on finding people, I'm happy to help. You can find Dara at the transportation hub. And if we hit the wrong target,
Hopefully the real observer is too busy running to think about avenging the Shadow Broker.
It should be about friendship, or trust. But that's not the way it works on Illium. Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you.
Regardless, it's not safe to talk about this further. If you care to make contact, call me on the radio channel we used in the old days.
My inquiries have narrowed the observer down to one of 5 operatives: a Turian, a Solarian, a Krogan, a Batarian, and a Vorcha.
I'm fine. I'm afraid I can't talk about anything specific right now.
Let's not argue. I don't have enough friends left to lose one. Did you need help finding anything?
I don't have much new information. There's so much to go through. It could take years.
And now you know. And you know why I have to destroy the Shadow Broker. For you. And for me.
If you can refine the list, I'll know where to strike.
And to do that, I had to take it from the Shadow Broker, who was going to sell your corpse to the Collectors. It was them, or the Collectors. I made the best choice I could. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I was afraid you'd hate me. The data is our only hope of determining which one is the observer. And if we wait too long, they'll all disappear.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. No trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. He contacted a woman named Serena. There's nothing to be sorry about. You were helping a friend. Samara. Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. The Shadow Broker hurt someone important to me. I don't even have access to all of it yet. I could use your help hacking some of the security points around Illium. That might unlock new data. No. Not while his trusted agents can still strike back. They were working with the Collectors, Shepard. They have to pay. I'm one step closer to the Shadow Broker thanks to you. Here. Nyxeris was very well compensated. You need it more than I do.
I'm so close, Shepard. I've been hunting for almost 2 years now. I can't do this without you.
Right now, I need to do the same. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise, someone I can trust.
Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to seem ungrateful. It's frustrating to hunt someone for so long and see them escape again. This is Illium. Anything I say is probably being recorded. No. Actually, I'm planning to kill him. I'm sorry, Shepard. The galaxy doesn't work that way. I need to find leads, trace information. I need to work. Nyxeris had some interesting data hidden away. Thank you, Shepard. I wouldn't have caught her without you. And when I gave you to Cerberus, I told myself I was doing it for you. For a chance to bring you back.
Let me know when you hack those terminals. Give me that, and I can talk to you.
I can't, Shepard. You know that. I need to stay here and sort through the Shadow Broker's data. It's too important for me to just leave. Thank you for getting me that system data. Here. It's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. No. Is there anything else I can help you with? Well, they gave me intel to help recover you. They actually put Feron with me in the first place. Was I supposed to let my friend die when someone offered a sliver of hope? I know. But yesterday, all I wanted was the chance to avenge his death. Today, he's alive. It's about Feron. He's still alive. Good luck out there, Shepard. Stay safe. Shepard, I didn't expect to hear from you. Are you all right? He was a friend. He helped me recover your body from the Shadow Broker. It's funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus is well-informed. I'll do whatever I have to do to get him back. They brought you back. And now they're giving me a chance to find Feron. I didn't know how you'd feel when Cerberus restored you. If you'd feel betrayed, or after 2 years. I hadn't even dreamed. I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel. I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue. Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard. He was going to sell you to the Collectors, but Feron and I stopped him. Feron sacrificed himself to save me. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and the same.
He sacrificed himself to save me. I'd never found anything suggesting he was alive, but in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him. Really. That's suspiciously kind of them. Though I guess they'd see it as eliminating competition. You don't know what that means to me, Shepard. I didn't know who you'd be when you came back. If you'd feel... Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. Cerberus knew you and I. They said they could bring you back. They gave me a sliver of hope. Was I supposed to just leave you dead? After I got out, I gave you to them. They said they could bring you back. Cleared. My name is Liara. Call Central and request authorization now. She's got reinforcements. You're enjoying this. Watch out. Still better than the Mako. She's around the corner. She's almost out of range. We're not going into the construction site, Oh, goddess. Hang a right. No, wait, left. Damn it, we lost her. I'm not letting her escape with that data. It's a taxi. It has a fare meter. We need to go faster. Hurry, Shepard. We're losing her. Don't lose her. She's dropping proximity charges. We're going the wrong way. Put it into a dive. Truck. Go, 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 go. We need to turn around. There she is. Truck. Truck. A head-on collision at this speed. Hang a left. Traffic. Oncoming traffic. She's getting away. There's Vazir's car. Come on. She can't have gotten far. Watch out. They're dropping reinforcements in to slow us down. Come on. We can climb over to get to Vazir's car. They've blocked the door. I made mistakes. I lost people. I helped get you back. And I want to do the same for Feron. Sikat had no idea what the stakes were. I put him in harm's way to get the data I needed. I got him killed. And I'd do it again. But you have to understand. You died. We'll need the Normandy's stealth systems to get us in close undetected. A little fall wasn't going to kill you. I had to stay on Vazir. I had to stay rational, make the call, like I did with Sikat. I'll sit and talk once he's safe. Until then, enjoying the scenery is an insult to the man who saved both of us. When we first met on Therum, you saved me from the Geth. You fought a Krogan battlemaster while I cowered. What do you want me to say, Shepard? That I mourned you? That I feel guilty because Feron got captured? Get in, get Feron, get out. The Shadow Broker's agents are still shooting their way through Illium. With luck, they won't notice we've left until it's too late. Yes, you came back, and now you're itching to get under Tally's helmet. I can get us there based on Sikat's data. The Normandy's stealth drive will keep them from detecting us. Yes, you came back, and I've been tossed aside for a tattooed woman with anger issues. That's it. Shepard, listen, I'm glad you're here. Yes, you came back, and now you're trying to take the place of a dying man's wife and kill anyone who tries to stop us. He'll know about Vazir before long. If he decides to kill Feron. Yes, you came back! And now Garrus is doing a lot more than just calibrating the Normandy's guns. But from here on out, things will be simple. Get in, get Feron, get out. Yes, you came back. And now you're more interested in seeing Jacob with his shirt off. Look, Shepard, I'm an information broker. I learn things. I didn't mean... Look, for now, let's focus on getting Feron back. That's not fair. You were dead. You know what I mean. Yes, you came back. And now you'd rather pass time with Miss Lawson and her low-cut jumpsuit. I'm putting the data through to the Normandy's computers. We can be at the Shadow Broker's base in a few hours. The shuttle bay is locked down. We'll need to land on the ship and hunt for a hatch. But we can't stay outside for long. There's a constant lightning storm where the hot and cold air collide. Hagalaz. The oceans boil during the day, then snap freeze 10 minutes after sundown. His ship follows the sunset, completely undetectable in the storm, unless you know where to look. Well, not this one anyway. I don't know, Shepard. I've never broken into the Shadow Broker's base before. It's locked. Hang on, I've got a bypass shunt program that can crack it. Shepard, we really don't have the time. It's a neural grounding rod. The medical equipment is to make sure he doesn't expire. We'll be back for you, Feron. A Krogan? We have to shut this place down. Do you know where we can cut the power? Hold on. We're getting you out of here. Feron, the shield's kinetically sensitive. Energy and projectiles are bouncing off. If you can get him to bring up that shield again, I've got an idea.
That bombing on Illium wasn't exactly subtle. Someone was bound to come after you for working with the Collectors.
Expendable like Feron, this base is older than your planet's discovery. Which probably means you killed the original Shadow Broker 60 years ago, then took over. No, it wasn't. Neither was caging Feron for 2 years. You're a Yogg. A pre-spaceflight species quarantined to their homeworld from massacring the Council's first contact teams. You're not putting a hand on anyone. Is that right? You're quite confident for someone with nowhere left to hide. Or a pet.
How am I doing? I'm guessing you were taken from your world by a trophy hunter who wanted a slave. I want a status report on all operations within the next solar day. This is the Shadow Broker. The situation is under control. Thank you, Shepard. For everything. We experienced a power fluctuation while upgrading hardware. I'm not sure I'm ready for you to call me that. I'm not sure about any of this, but I had to do it. It's been 2 years. We're different people. You have your mission, and come by when you have a chance. The doors are always open. All I wanted was to rescue Feron, but is it wrong that part of me wants this? With the Shadow Broker's information network, I can give you... Small chance of that. Come back soon. No safeguards or user restrictions. It's like he never anticipated anyone but himself being here. But we should focus. Let's see what our options are. Shadow Broker, out. I spent 2 years mourning you and Feron. And now I've got you both back. Let's see what we've got. I have to stay here. We can't pass this up, Shepard. However, we are now back online. Resume standard procedures. Okay. And it's all ours. With the Shadow Broker's network, I can help you. Maybe I can turn this operation into something better. For now, we need to figure out our options. I suppose I have. But for now, let's figure out our options. It was either that or lose everything. His contacts, his trading sources, those will really help us. It's over. It's finally... For 2 years, I'm not sure. I'll need to go through his files. Come back later and I'll try to have something useful for you. I will. And feel free to come by. I've got a feeling the Shadow Broker didn't have many visitors. Well, everyone who's ever seen him in person is dead. So, it disrupted communications momentarily. But I've got a purpose. Helping you stop the Reapers. That will keep me honest. We're just friends. Commander, are you jealous? You know, relatively speaking. Working on my own, I was always hunting for leads. With the Shadow Broker's resources, it's about organizing, cataloging, and now it's ours. Of course, I understand. I miss you. But it's been 2 years. I don't want to put pressure on you. No. He's been through a traumatic ordeal. He's emotionally fragile and needs to heal. Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute. At least I get to share it with you. Or maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope. If you're concerned, maybe you should do something about it. Maybe someday we'll be together. But for now, you deserve to be happy. The Shadow Broker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council. Are just friends. I believe you made it clear that I was, as you humans say, taken. Okay. If you're sure. But I don't want to cause trouble. No arguments, no choices. He's very grateful to me for saving him. But it would be irresponsible of me to take advantage of that. I can understand the temptation. I've got all the secrets of the galaxy at my fingertips. Give me 10 minutes and I could start a war. As well as you'd expect, after 2 years of intermittent torture. Wait! About before. When we kissed, I think what I need right now is a friend. I can't leave for too long, but spending all my time on this ship... So do I. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one. He knew you weren't lying about your visions of the Prothean beacon. Maybe next time you come by, I could come up to the Normandy. I've got everything, Shepard. This is a dream job. Although, the location could be better. That's just it. In a way, I feel like I belong here. I'll be here if you ever need me. I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I'd like that. I'm not sure people like us have dates. but I'm looking forward to it. I know you're not involved with anyone now, but that doesn't mean... Just because we were together before, he also knew that the collectors were Protheans, repurposed to be Harbinger's puppets. I'm looking forward to it. Look, about the kiss. We just finished the fight. The Shadow Broker seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive. I know. We have some unfinished business. But just because we were together before, he had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalatros traded intel. I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. The Shadow Broker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over. Thanks for coming by. Shepard, I'm glad you came. That sounds wonderful. I'll get my things. That's the old broker's VI assistant. It's actually been helpful with rebuilding the network. I've set up a few terminals with information I think you'll find interesting. Take a look. Shepard, it's so good to see you. It also thinks anyone in the room is the broker. I'll play around with the settings later. Then, I should get back to work. You make a compelling argument. They changed hands more than once. Do you remember Admiral Hackett? A chance to give Jack faith in something more than anger? When the Reapers finally arrive, you'll dive into the fray. Yes, it's a beautiful ship. And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. I should get back to my base. But thanks for inviting me up, Shepard. I also spoke with Dr. Chakwas. I'm glad she's doing well. That's a lot of responsibility. This time. But you're going to leave again. You and your team destroyed the Collectors and walked out alive. The future of humanity, as evidenced by the perfect Miss Lawson, although he did ask if you and I would be acting out scenes from some vid called Vanya. You just say these things. No, I guess not. I'm sorry. Drinks and dancing with Jacob. How are you actually doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up. The Reapers, a chance to give Garrus some peace. He's solid, stable. You may need that more than you think in the time to come. I hope the two of you find some happiness, Shepard. The team isn't here right now. A chance to give Miss Vaz Normandy a homeworld. Give yourself some credit, Shepard. Without the Collectors, the Reapers will have one less tool to use when they arrive. When your team is ready, you'll leap through the Omega-4 relay. I'm open to suggestions. Yes, I heard about what Caden said on Horizon. I'm sorry. So tell me what you want. What are you fighting for? You succeed against odds most people wouldn't even take on. It's no wonder everyone wants you on their side. There wouldn't be a man, woman, or child left on Horizon, if not for you. Although, he did ask if I'd embraced eternity lately. He gave them to me so I could return them to you. He sends his best, and hopes you're okay. It's funny. Finally, just the two of us. And we still end up talking about everyone but ourselves. Why not? Humans seem to have no trouble finding Asari attractive. Those bastards. Oh, is it? You're going through what an Asari does with a shorter-lived spouse. It's not about how much time you have. It's about what you do with it. I hope the galaxy proves itself worthy of the effort you're putting into saving it. I'd be worried if he weren't saying things like that. Young. You know, I'm 108. 109 in a couple of months. You're alive again. I've got everything I want. I brought you something. It took some digging, but I recovered your tags. Yes, I heard about what Ashley said on Horizon. I'm sorry. She was so cold when I first met her. Completely focused on her duty. You'll get the job done. You always do. I just don't know what comes next, but I know it wears on you. Thank you, Shepard. For the drinks, and everything. But their short-sightedness doesn't diminish what you've accomplished, and save you the fun of finding out on your own. We'll talk next time you come by. That's not actually reassuring, although he did ask me to record any parts of our conversation where my eyes do that freaky black eternity thing. A few stolen months with Thane, before the inevitable. It should have picked an easier fight. Are you sure, Goddess? You were dead, so you'll stop them. So tell me what you want. If this all ends tomorrow, what happens to us? She has. Believe me. You have no idea how much you've changed her. You've certainly made a good start, even if those idiots on the council won't admit it. I tried to talk with Dr. Chakwas, but she's still hurting from what happened to the crew. They should have statues on the Presidium, but so few will ever know what they did. I was naive, Shepard, but not that naive. I had a vested interest in not adding more competition. You can't get back everything you lose, but sometimes you get lucky. And she's been awestruck since you brought her onto the Normandy 2 years ago. I gave them your body, remember? What should I say? And I trust you. You'll stick to your beliefs no matter what Cerberus wants. I spent 2 years mourning you. So if we're going to try this, I need to know you're always coming back. You've done more than most. I asked that question for 2 years. But you're here now. Then what's the damn point? Of drinks or conversation or any of it? If we could all die tomorrow. You destroyed the Collectors. That's... Oh, you lost people. I wasn't thinking. So how are you doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up. Why not? More than I could describe in a short conversation. Right. I'm a very good information broker. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help. I know. I shouldn't think that way. You're not alone in this fight now, Shepard. Take strength from that. Ever since I helped you stop Saren, people have wanted to be my friend, or not be my enemy. I've set up a respectable business as an information broker. Shepard, I know this may not be the time, but I have something. Let's do what needs to be done, Shepard. Okay. Room's pressurized. We can get to the labs, then onto the tram station. You think Shepard is... No. No, the colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on. I'm doing well. I've been working as an information broker. You rallied who you could. The Reapers won't get any more chances to divide us. You too. Oh, that. That was just a customer unhappy with the information he received. He'll pay. They always do. Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive. You don't need to worry about that. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard, it's good to see you. I'll have to find more information. This is it, isn't it? Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate it. Me too. My pleasure. Already? You can't sleep? I know. So practical, but I suppose you're right. Memories. I can show you some of my consciousness. What you look like to me. What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix? Really? Thanks, I want to believe you. They're more than stories. I've seen it. Every Cerberus soldier is a Reaper slave. I was so worried when the reports came in. I'm sorry about Earth. Do you have to make it sound so tawdry? It wasn't her fault. She was trying to stop Saren, guide him as a force of good. But she was indoctrinated. It's not a bomb. It's plans for a device. A blueprint. You loved her? I do have one thing for you, Shepard. A gift. It'll only take a moment, if you want it. Do you remember when I first joined my consciousness to yours? I can show you some of my own memories. I do. What? That's not true. Shepard listens to me. Thank you. For everything. Not yet, but I know how to find out. I was hoping... Well, I was there. She said I'd made her proud. Caden, I'm sorry. It can also be a way to say farewell. When I got the data on the Alpha Relay incident, I knew I had to do something. They haven't brought in many more wounded. My reports don't show much activity from the Asari military against the Reapers. I am not my mother. Or what? You'll tell the other matriarchs to order a hit. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. Actually, I told him. Yes, I'm aware of that. I called in every favor owed to the Shadow Broker. The trail led here. She fought it with every fiber of her being. She even broke free and helped Shepard on Noveria before she died. True enough. Shepard, it's good to see you. But against Reaper forces. That's Little Wing. I do not headbutt people. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. Those plans are in here. But why'd you come here? You're too kind. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asked me if I could help him find a way to stop the Reapers. It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device. A blueprint. Shepard, it's good to see you again. Hello again, Shadow Broker. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there. Just a moment, please. If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me. I will. Dad, this is where they studied the various relics unearthed here. A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you, and they'd only scratched the surface. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll hold you to it. A few. Sources, contacts, even a little hired muscle. I've been working as an information broker. This time, the galaxy follows our lead. I wish I had your confidence. Maybe we should talk about it later. And you bugged my office on Illium. From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. I have never wanted to headbutt anything. Not after what we went through on the Citadel. Oh, fine. She said it was like beating your hands on glass. Watching what your body was doing. Shepard, do you have a moment? The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements? Yes. Thanks. I believe you. Or I believe that you believe. Maybe that's enough. Shepard! Nixeris, hold my calls. I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you. That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. Close your eyes. Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions. Shepard, at least leave me some last words of encouragement before you go. You're giving me Asari commandos? But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? You're the best father a girl could wish for. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations. Asari exchange them sometimes. With good friends, or their bondmates. That's a terrible burden. I meant to come see you. But I'm not leaving either. Oh, I just know I'll have a clever line 5 minutes from now. I love you. Now, let's do what needs to be done. Now you're doing it on purpose. Wait, I have a half-sister who's part Hanar. Any last words of encouragement? I could say the same. Asari exchange them sometimes, with their friends, or the people they respect. Don't worry, we're close. Good luck, Shepard. We lost people. Some of the wounded here won't make it. That's not how it works. You don't need to tell me everything. I don't know what to say. All those little blue children will be disappointed I didn't have a speech. Like they've never imagined. Is that why? Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers. In the Prothean archives, yes. The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Those aren't mutually exclusive. I suppose it is. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. I suppose you're right. I was worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard. Anderson arranged access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. You're not leaving me behind. You're going to need more than guns to finish them, Shepard. Or will this be the start of another Krogan empire, Shepard? It does that to everyone. Shepard, I heard about you and Ashley. Good to see you again, Shepard. We can't just leave the lieutenant up there. Shepard, we can't go back now. The Primarch is fighting here somewhere. That sound. Speaking of which, talk to the Volus Barlavon, an observation deck. It's a dead end. Any sign of life? Shepard, how are you feeling? And it was a privilege to know him. Be with whoever you want to be with. I'm just not interested in playing games anymore. That was a little closer than I like. We have to find him! We can't just leave. Keep them at a distance! We need to find another way up. Want me to take them out? Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away. Not aboard the Normandy, it shouldn't. Shepard, I know you've taken up with Caden. You did it! Hello again. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first. Coward, show your head! Good timing, Shepard. I had Glyph do a little digging on Reeve. Shepard, I know you and Miranda are together again. Could we meet in your cabin when you have a moment? The level of destruction is rather amazing. How far, Shepard? I don't like the feel of that thing. It's as though it knows we're here. I can use Singularity to draw them out. So, you rekindled your relationship with Garrus? The Council should have evacuated Thessia earlier. Terrible crash. I'm not surprised. The Geth were desperate. There's so many of them! Shepard, look! What if we're too late? My people are dying down there. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it. Let us know if you feel strange. I wouldn't trust anything that hit you on Horizon. I knew he was coming.
Feron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. I'm so sorry about Tally, Shepard. Careful! I know people who would pay a great deal for this design. Citadel hasn't seen the reality of this war yet. We should stock up on necessities while we can. I missed this place. Next time we go to war, maybe the Alliance can spring for air support. Not a problem for someone with biotics. Edie, you'd better go quickly. Well, apparently he's well armed. I wish Eve could have seen the rebirth of her people the last time I saw the Presidium. Remember how it was all rubble after Sovereign attacked? Doesn't look like a connection. They just won't stop! When I looked up at Palaven from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning. What's important is that you made the right choice. Really, I don't believe either of us has the time. Eve's organizing the female Krogan. That or they've built more Geth than we imagined. Ezo, heavy arms, mercenary groups. They're all coming from that room up ahead. This can't be happening. My home. You can't hide forever. Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. It's nearly indistinguishable from how they normally operate on Tuchanka, really. We must hurry! Right away. You okay? Come on, we need to stop this. Something ahead, Shepard. Or not. Shepard, I know you've gone back to Thane. We always wanted the Krogan to fight the Reapers. It's what Reeve does afterwards that worries me. They just need to hold until we disable the Reaper signal. Good. They've stopped firing. The Prime is down! I'm sorry. I can't be that callous. Shepard, I heard about you and Samantha. We'll have to get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy. I know. But there's always just one more task or meeting. Though Athame does have great historical significance, we once believed our gods were separate from the world, looking down on us. Can't just shoot them! I still need some time, Shepard. But thank you. Whatever happens out there. I'm glad we're doing this, Shepard. Shepard, I know you've gone back to Tally. Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check? And I abandoned my people to hunt for the catalyst. It's been exciting. The old broker's ship. Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. I'm occupied, Shepard. Should I go back and take a look? And by the time they repaired it, it was time for the next invasion. The Batarian homeworld was decimated when the Reapers arrived. That was the last one. Well, that sounds serious. We're going to have to figure this out on our own. Affirmative, Shepard! We'll find him! The Krogan are gearing up for a full-scale war. You can get started by talking to the Volus Barlavan in his office. Are you all right, Shepard? That's it! We need to open fire! He was a leader who knew when to be persuasive and when to apply pressure. There's no trace of the attack. In a way, that's worked against us. All clear. I'll check for survivors. How did this happen, Shepard? Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find. One call leads to another, and here I was hoping I'd have time to enjoy the view. I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard. Hello, Shepard. Goddess, what was that? Well, they're going to learn that this code has a soul. It's good to see you. I hope he's still alive. I can't forget the destruction of my home. Oh, have you? We can do this, Shepard. But now Asari see everything as a cosmic whole. There is a universal energy from which all living things are formed. They're dying by the millions. You cajole and threaten and make tremendous sacrifices until the galaxy realizes it has someone worth following. You don't have to know someone for years to miss them once they're gone. That doesn't make it true. I still can't face those things. My own people. Glyphs interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy. The commander was a strong biotic and a skilled technician, a deadly combination in a fight. If that's what we've been hearing down here, I suggest we get moving. That thing looked like one of my people. You're right. I know. I just wish there was something I could do to help right now. The elusive man thinks he's ready for us. Let's not keep him waiting. I doubt this is it. It describes Lucen, Athame's guide who taught our ancestors about the stars. We can't fight that thing on foot! It's too quiet. Are there any survivors? Hello again. I wish we could spend more time together like this. Just friends. What will happen to the Asari now? I'm sorry, Shepard. I know how you must feel. Maybe you're right. Thank you, Shepard. I feel better. I had something I wanted to show you, Shepard. If there is a link with the Protheans, I can't even imagine what that would mean. While I didn't always agree with her decisions, I still respected them. Ready for the next mission? Different species have different aesthetic tastes, but I agree. This design is alien. My mother scolded me, but she also bought me my first history book the next day. And happiness. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths. I've never seen Krogan move with such purpose. It's a little terrifying. She must have known. There wasn't much you could hide from her. Goddess, more are coming? We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction. Then show me. Thank you. Could we sit? In that case,
let's get back. I'm sure work's piled up.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
Shepard, look out! I saved whatever crucial hardware I could, but I'd rather not talk about it. That's the plan. I understand. I made what use of the network I could, but my main base of operations was scuttled when Cerberus attacked. Our galaxy civilizations have accomplished some amazing things. I think they deserve to be remembered. By the goddess. Literally, what I want most is for this war to end. While there's still a galaxy left to save, it might not be bad news. Shepard, that isn't true. Strangely, that's comforting. Thank you, Shepard. I love you too. Please, I was an archaeologist. I know what I'm doing, honestly. I'd welcome anything to occupy my mind right now, Shepard. I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end. Shepard, there's something you need to hear. You don't know that, Shepard. We don't know what's going on here. I can't pretend to be surprised. Shepard could handle any weapon in the galaxy. The Alliance never saw a deadlier soldier. I don't know. I hadn't seen it in 40 years. My mother always thought we would visit. Well, anyone who lives through this war won't be short on nightmares. Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. Shepard was also a deadly tactical fighter. Most enemies never saw him coming. No one else thought it was funny. Oh, the lecture my mother gave me. I wonder what would happen if we lost you, Shepard. That's a brutal way to treat your women. Are you thinking about anyone in particular? It's the memories. I don't think I appreciated how happy I was there. Just me and my mother. I'm sure Jack would appreciate the sentiment. Thank you for the clarification, Edie. I wondered where you were. All right. Let's begin with the fact that Earth's most famous officer was born and raised in space. I know it looks that way, but this is thousands of years of Asari history in question. To find someplace very far away, where you could spend the rest of your life in peace. I love this part of the Presidium. It reminds me of where I grew up. It must be gone now. I wish you could have seen it. It must be the cipher you got back on Feros years ago. I admit this does seem rather elaborate, even by our standards. I was very young. I like you a lot too, Shepard, and I'd like it very much. I heard that. Doesn't look useful. That's Janiri, Athame's guide who brought enlightenment to Thessia long ago. If I had to guess, I'd say he'd want you to move on. Someone to share a few secrets with now and then. He sounds agitated. He insists on talking to you, but won't explain why. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you? You'll spend it wisely. Yes, I've been preparing it for some time. We need to hurry. This place isn't going to... I guess they had their own elusive man to deal with. I'm not sure how this could be what the counselor told you about, Shepard. They've been slit. The Reapers didn't do this. That's Athame's sword, not our artifact. In this temple, I admit it is strange this place has been so well preserved. That doesn't sound good! I can't believe we're actually doing this! Where are they all coming from? Without knowing what we're looking for, I'd need more time to study it to know for sure. Not very useful. It talks about Athame's guide granting us the gift of biotics as a reward for worshipping her. What? That's impossible. That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret. I think it's over, Shepard. You put it that way, and it's too incredible to believe. No, I don't think that's it. That was a joke, right? What? But I see what you mean. That is troubling. Shepard, why aren't you more worried about this? Shepard, where are you going? Shepard, we told the General that we would help defend the airstrip. Hello. It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the crucible. Like a tomb. You bet. Let's take these monsters. Shepard, you can use that Geth turret. I think that's all of them. Let's see if we can salvage anything from that console. What have the Reapers done? Hello, Shepard. Do you feel ready, Shepard? I need some time, Shepard. Here they come. Goddess, that Reaper is enormous. I'm ready to leave when you are. And then something went very wrong. This must be another landing area. None. Let's stop talking about this. I'm glad you think we're doing something right. I see. I understand. I saw it. Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder. There's more than one out there. Everyone's on edge. Who can blame them? Right behind you! Shepard, I've heard about you and Steve. Major gun batteries always have maintenance locks. If we find it, we can disable the gun. There's a ramp here, Shepard. Might be our way through. I see the checkpoint. They're taking fire! Nice to see you. How do you handle that responsibility? That was my fault, sorry. It's good to be off ship for a while. This has to be a command center. No power, though. Yes, radio's offline. Something's jamming our signals. On that building! We've got fire support!
Shepard, I know about you and Miss Allers.
I'd forgotten they came this big. They're overhead as well!
Do we really have a chance against the Geth, given their technical advantages? Thank you for stopping by. Fine. I'll be all right. What are those? Stay close, it's easy to get separated. To think we can tilt the balance of power with a single shot. And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion. Interesting. Their anti-fighter lasers use ultraviolet frequencies. Most ships use infrared. This isn't science. It's slaughter. What kind of monster builds a place like this?
Shepard, I don't think we can take out the gunship. Kai Lang's the problem.
Finally. Light ahead.
Give me the word, I'll draw them out.
Just tell me when you're ready to go. I want to show you something I've been working on.
This planet is one giant death trap. More Geth! They've guessed what we're doing!
I don't think that's it. Let's move on. Shepard, I know you've gone back to Jack. The Geth kept their word. Their warships have joined Admiral Hackett's fleet. They reproduce very quickly, and this is a perfect place to hide them until they're too strong to stop. Last very long. I feel better already. You mean so much to me. I've got quite a bit to coordinate with my agents. If you want to talk, it has to be later. Perhaps we can talk later. If I had to guess, Ashley would call it target practice. I was just a child. I thought it was a history lesson, but now, maybe there was more to it. I'll give them the facts. Let me just delete all these breathless passages on your heroics. I believe they're breeding an army down here. We've got company. And for some reason, it has classified government funding. Shepard, if you'll move, I can take a look. This doesn't appear to be a connection. We should keep searching. It's ridiculous, isn't it? The migrant fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett. I was just leaving.
We need to find a way down from here. Let me take a look.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known. If the Reapers hadn't attacked, this revelation would be the biggest event our civilization has ever witnessed.
I can't imagine that.
Sometimes I wonder how you do it. It would be easy for a single ship to get lost up there, wouldn't it? Those ruins on Tachanka. Amazing. I wonder if we'll see them restored to their former glory. She had heavily encrypted records on this place, some dating back centuries. I still can't crack most of them. Flatterer. I understand. You can't blame yourself, Shepard.
I'm sure there will be more.
I miss her, Shepard. Centuries. Some of us reach 1,000. Caden's a soldier. He knows the risks, as do you.
Clear!
He'll point you to some mercenaries willing to join us. The commander was also a skilled engineer. The best the Alliance ever offered in battle, in fact. Speaking of which, I see a lot of things in my new position. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came. There's nothing left of the Geth. The Quarians were thorough. What a horrible way to live. I was starting to forget what peace sounds like.
Nothing to do with it?
You won't. At any rate, let's not dwell on that tonight. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions. I'll see you downstairs. She's a soldier like you. It will be interesting to see how quickly they recover. The female Krogan won't last long against this kind of attack. I'll start by saying Commander Shepard was born on Earth and fought harder than anyone else for her home world. Even the bodies are gone.
We have to hurry! The Quarians are taking losses!
And we don't even have it! And what does it matter if my kind go extinct? Just say the word. I'm honored to be part of your team, helping the refugees. That's something I can do. It's something I owe them. Alone? Of course I am. Let me know if we can meet in your cabin, Shepard. What are you doing? You don't really see me going into civilian life, do you? And it was a privilege to know her. I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better. Did I just assume the Asari would be ready? That the Council would protect them? I never thought we'd be together like this. It means a lot to me. Shepard was an extremely talented biotic, and one of the most powerful fighters in the Alliance.
Shepard, I don't know what you're thinking, but this can't continue.
The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they? I love you, Shepard. Feel free to look around. Is this a bad time? There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you? Maybe we don't always say it so plainly, but we're proud to be here, Shepard. Thanks for coming by. A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the crucible.
They don't quit without a fight, do they? There's still time!
Or was I so busy with the catalyst that I ignored my own people? Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
That's not the way!
How many Asari died because I demanded their help? Huh. Very fair. I like that. Any civilization that comes after us will still need heroes. even ancient alien ones. Reading, exploring. I thought it was the most beautiful place in the world.
There's the artillery!
There's no denying that, but in a way, I was lucky.
Getting to them is another matter entirely!
What do we do now? But she did buy me my first history book the next day. It sounds so simple when you put it that way. No. I can tell you my answer now. Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars. The tension in your face, Lieutenant Commander. She was confident and kind. She loved to wear yellow. I thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world.
Hold on!
Show me. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future. I wish motivating everyone else had been as simple. There's no doubt in my mind. Then you're extremely lucky that I feel that way too. Reading, exploring, getting in trouble digging for ruins in the grass, and everyone's counting on you to do that for us. It must be overwhelming. She respects your privacy. Not like me. Is that a Prothean? Only minor injuries. Neither would I. I'll always try my best, Shepard. You know that. But if we lost you... Shepard, I didn't think... not that I mean... I could see how your word carries a great deal of weight. People pay attention to you. If it is true, I'd like to think my government was at least careful about it.
Watch out! Another wave!
I suppose. I don't often talk about it.
Shepard, they're moving to flank you!
Was that sarcasm? Armali, back on Thessia. My mother and I lived beside a park. I spent hours there. I admit this all raises serious questions about Asari history.
What? You're sure?
So far so good, Shepard. To consider the Protheans may have been involved in our past, it would change everything we know about ourselves.
Are we sure about this?
I'm still not willing to believe any of that's real. The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.